Welcome back to another episode of Coded and Loaded. This is episode 25. I am joined today with my fabulous co-host, Ansley Smith. Ansley, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm glad to be here. You know, Ansley, it's felt different these last couple weeks. We've been kind of missing our third wheel, so to speak, Mr. Hammond. You know, have you heard from him?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No,
Well, guys,
I think he's back.
He's back. Yes, we've got a special guest in store for us, Mr. Price Hammond, here sitting not in the hosting seat, but in the guest seat.
That's true. That's true.
Price, we need a life update. How are things going? Tell us, where have you been for our viewers that just maybe don't know?
For everybody who doesn't know, I've been on paternity leave. I've been corrected many times. It's the one with the P. Paternity leave. I had twins, 2 baby boys, Henry and Wells. They're precious. They're doing great. Mom's doing great. I was gone for a month. I love what y'all have done with the place. We got a little truck, I see. I like the truck. The truck. It's really good. I love the truck. Yeah, I love it. I love that you've been holding it down though.
You've been
I watched
keeping
some
it consistent?
episodes. Yeah, I binge watched every episode while I was out.
While you were resting?
Yes, while I was resting, of course, getting well rested.
Yes. Well, Price, we are so glad to have you here today in the guest seat. We hear you've got some exciting things to share with us. Maybe a demo on what the IQ team has been doing with AI. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yeah, I think most of the time when we do this, I don't know, I have some familiarity with the program. But I feel like it's usually the host are asking questions and the guest is, riffing, and there's always that hilarious guy. Oh, it's me. That's over there, and he's cracking up. But I think this time, I'm going to kind of take the approach where I'm going to show you guys something, try to explain it to y'all, and I want to see if you're picking up what I'm putting down. And if you are, I think our viewers will be in good shape. So I've got a PowerPoint, a real brief one, only like 3 slides because I'm not super PowerPointy. But you should see on your screens my first slide. So what we're talking about today is AI within IQ, right? Using IQ within your tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot. Who am I forgetting? There's one more. Gemini, those are the big 4, but any of these large language models. Microsoft has just introduced a new product, came out in the July release of Power BI while I was on paternity with a PE leave. And I was reading this girl's blog and I was like, oh my gosh, we should definitely do this at work. And sure enough, we got here. I said, we got to hook this up to IQ, started messing around with it, and we're blown away with the results. And I was like, I got to show people
Whose
this.
blog were you reading?
Some girl named Chelsea. I don't remember her last name, but shout out Chelsea. I'll find it and we'll put the link in the YouTube comments. Actually, it might have been like a ad for her software, but I got where I was going.
Right.
Big blog guy.
Yeah, big blog guy. Big Power r/Power BI on Reddit. Shout out to them as well. But this came out. I'm checking it out. I'm like, wow, this would be super sick if we could set this up. We get here, we set it up, and we start working with it. And we were blown away. We're like, man, this is really cool. I can start asking questions about my live updating data in IQ. This is available to any IQ customer right now. This is not something that I went and worked on or McLeod went and built. This is IQ as it's been being built for the last 10 years, now interacting with a new tool that Microsoft has made available. Right? So the IQ semantic model that's always been around goes to our new Power BI MCP. We're not going to get into the weeds on that, but at UC, I do. I have a whole 50-minute presentation about this, so please come see it. But using that new preview feature to connect to ChatGPT. And
UC presentation.
UC, Users Conference, sorry.
You just said 50-minute presentation.
Oh, okay.
It's a big one. It's a big UC
I knew it was user. Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. User conference.
Yeah,
guys.
UC
Yes.
for those who aren't familiar.
Yes.
We'll talk about it more in housekeeping. I think that's part of the program. Anyhow, so essentially moving from, hey, I've got this dashboard, tells me everything I want to know, to like, hey, I'm brushing my teeth and I ask, like, what's going on? And have chat go through, analyze my model, find the discrepancies and tell me, hey, what's happening? So then I got to think, I'm like, wait, why does this work so well? And it turns out these semantic models matter a lot. And by the grace of God, we started building one 10 years ago, right? Like we built IQ with the idea of this customer's got a brokerage revenue report. This customer's got a order revenue analysis and a driver revenue report and a whatever. What if we put all that data in one model and cleaned it up and made it semantic, meaning you could ask about it, normal language, say, what is my revenue for this week?
Right.
So we started building that in 2016, and lo and behold, these large language models are built to work with these semantic models perfectly. And I wouldn't say perfectly, there's a long way to go, but I was like, hey, let's set up a little demo environment so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is my ChatGPT account. If you are familiar with ChatGPT, you've probably seen something like this. If you use Claude, it looks like this. Y'all use ChatGPT?
I am. I'm a ChatGPT
You're a
girl.
You're a ChatGPT girl?
My director is an everything kind of guy. He's got all of them.
Yeah.
He seems to love Claude a lot, but I've been all about ChatGPT.
The Claude guys are...
He's a Claude guy.
Yeah, they're a
Yes.
crew. Y'all are
Yeah.
a crew out there.
Yeah.
You've got a vibe. It's
Yes.
fine. It's fine. I dabble.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't call myself a Claude guy. I don't have the best. But anyhow, I'm on ChatGPT. So I'm just connected, brand new chat, and I built this skill out called morning briefing. I'm just gonna ask it, hey, whoa, I don't want to yell at it. Let's just say, how are we looking today? All right, and it'll tell you what it's doing as it's going through it. But I pre-built this morning briefing skill, and I said, hey, when I ask about my data, I want you to use that Power BI MCP connector. I want you to go to this report and look at all of this data and tell me how it's looking, right? So right now, it's going into Power BI, it's using that built-in connector, and it's scanning all this massive model. It's not looking at the report or the dashboard that's generated, right? It's not looking at like my little gauge that shows on-time percentage and saying it's 90%. It's looking at all the data that's powering that gauge and querying it and saying, what's their on-time percentage? Oh, why did it fall? If it fell, what's driven that? I'm going to return the results that they need to see that.
Well, and Price, while that's thinking, of course you can ask this prompt today, right now, but knowing what we know about AI, knowing what we know about ChatGPT, you can even have this ran daily, weekly, have certain canned questions and have it populate that for you. You're going into an executive meeting every Wednesday afternoon. I'm going to get this information Wednesday before lunchtime and be ready when I come back.
Bingo.
Bam. That's
You
awesome.
also know what all else ChatGPT integrates into within your organization, right? So, of course, ChatGPT or Claude, and again, I keep saying ChatGPT because that's what I use. There's a lot of LLMs out there that have similar functionality. I think we call them skills in ChatGPT and plugins, but they all have the same stuff. But think about what else they can do paired with that, right? So let's look at the results here. We say, okay, well, we're pretty covered overall. We had 27 available orders, 99% of them covered, but we do have 23 loads with no ETA. And look at that. Casey Bennett has 3 of those overdue deliveries, 1 expired ETA, and 3 missing ones. And here's the orders that most need attention. 2 of them are Casey's. Okay. It's giving me a next move. Go ahead and get in touch with Casey. But I want to build off what Rebecca just said, right? Because, if we can just schedule something to happen, we can also schedule that follow-up task. So if I know something about this chat knows that that's what bothers me, missed pickups, no ETAs, I've had that conversation when I talked about that skill. So my next move might just be to have a scheduled operations watcher that runs every day at 8 a.m. Right? So every day at 8 a.m. And Rebecca didn't see this. She didn't know this is where I was going. I know. You're right where I was headed.
I love it.
But take that and scale it up another level, right? I think of a couple different use cases. There's always going to be the exploratory data. I'm always going to go into Excel, make a pivot table, start dragging fields over and be like, I always say half the reports I build in IQ, I never save. Like I'm just building it to figure something out. Oh, that order had a bad margin. All right, text that person, we're done. I'll never need to see that again because we'll never run into that again. So I think in that morning briefing, you get more of that exploratory. What are those loads? Wait, Casey has 3 loads that are missing. What's her problem? What customers are those for? And I can ask it that, and it'll go look and tell me. But
So it drills down into these reports as well.
Yeah, it's drilling down to the underlying semantic model that powers the reports. And that's the critical element here, because we'll bounce back because I just learned Alt-Tab, bang. The semantic model powering our reports at McLeod Software is IQ. And it's been being built up and QA tested by hundreds of customers for the last 10 years. Revenue is revenue, margin is margin, delay percentage is delay percentage, service failure is service failure. We know how to split margin when 6 agents are on a load and you Y split it 4 times. Like, we've been doing it for a while. So the value of the model is becoming more and more evident. So now Operations Watcher knows, hey, I want to email the list of exceptions, put them in a CSV, email them to my guy Hayden. He works here. I'm going to email Hayden. These are the orders. I've gone in and put in the action that I need on each one of them. I'm sending you those 26. And I'm also going to fire off a Teams message to Hayden, letting him know, hey, I emailed you that attachment. Let me know if you got it.
And you're doing all this while you're brushing your teeth.
All while you're brushing your teeth or filming an episode of Code and Load. Right?
That's right.
So what I think is, as we're starting to, I'm going to go ahead and fire that test email off to Hayden. He's going to be like, what are you doing? But as we start to generate these use cases, I think what I'm doing here is like the most basic example of where we can see this data going. Seeing this new feature from Microsoft, being able to integrate with them is massive, but I think the real value is finally getting IQ into this AI atmosphere where so much else can be powered from it, right? Like automatic actions, scheduled runs.
So this
really
basically turns IQ into like your trust layer.
I would think so, right? That's your goal, right? Yeah. And that's our goal.
Because it's pulling from your TMS data into IQ and pulling to here.
The way I phrased it in my UC presentation, peek behind the curtain for any of the, wait, I don't have my, can I see your watch?
It's dead, but.
26,000 of you watching right now. Sorry, I used to have a watch that told me during the show.
I thought he was going to
But for any of you that are still watching and a little peek behind the curtain on my UC presentation, one of the things I'm asking is like, hey, who's using ChatGPT? I expect a lot of hands. Right? Who would be cool with giving them unfiltered access to their production Loadmaster environment? I'd expect a lot of hands to go down, right? Like that gap right there is where we live.
Yeah.
I can go read data that's being refreshed every 10 minutes and give you actionable insights without inputting, messing anything up, changing anything, blowing anybody's day up.
So that layer of trust is still existent.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty
exactly. So I want to show y'all this because I was like, man, what a cool idea to get this out in front of people. And now that we're using it internally, externally, we're starting to see the value here. And I thought it would make for a great Code and Loaded episode because I feel like it's something like what you guys do, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
A little bit.
I'm super technical over here.
But yeah.
I do think that this could be valuable for every single person that works at a trucking company. I don't even think it's just valuable for executives.
Who's your, I don't think your dispatcher and your CEO are asking the same questions, but I think they're both asking
100%. Yeah.
Like your CFO can wake up and ask about operating ratio, where your dispatcher on your way in at 3 a.m. to pick up night shift can make sure his drivers have ETAs.
That's right.
But don't text and drive.
You could also use this to easily figure out what have my commissions been for the past, 6 months or whatever.
Any report that IQ is powering, which we have hundreds of customers out there that are powering hundreds of reports. Even ECS customers, there's some of those that are using IQ. So there's a wide variety of use cases I think that we could get into.
Okay, permissions wise, how does that play into this? Like if you don't have access to certain reports, you can't pull from them with this chat?
Exactly. That's the beauty of it being a Power BI product. It's inheriting the permissions. I don't have to worry about any of that. It can read the workspaces that your user who's asking can access.
That's awesome.
So pretty nifty. But if anybody wants to know more about it, I'll be at UC talking about it heavily. Yep. So come see.
We have a full session on it at 9:15 Monday morning. Is that right?
Didn't know that was the time, but it'll be bright and early.
The time.
I am not getting a ton of sleep anyways these days, so I was kind of banking on sleeping in for UC, so I reckon that's not gonna.
Well, you're welcome. All of your sessions are Monday morning back to back to back to back.
knocking them out.
And Price, what is the name of the set of this session at UC? So our users can make note of that.
It is Beyond the Dashboard. MPact.IQ meets AI.
Okay.
Wow.
That is. You came up with that title?
He actually did.
Yeah,
He
I
did.
did.
Okay.
I did.
It's one of the only ones that I actually used.
Yeah. Hey, it's not bad, right? But we're super excited about it. I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be really cool. But yeah, come see me. I'll be at the booth, and I might even have like a little environment where you can ask questions about data. And if any existing IQ customer wants to set this up, give me a call.
Yeah, and if you want to hear about any other AI things coming down the pipeline, we're having some talks about it at General Session. We're having a product update on McLeod's AI and where we're headed and all of that kind of stuff, including strategy, current products, future products, ideas that we have. You can share your ideas. And then Price has this session as well on how an outside AI agent can integrate with us. And we also have a ton of AI partners that will be at UC.
That's true. There's gonna be a lot of AI people there.
Yes.
Did y'all see, side note, did y'all see Taylor Swift cut all her hair off? Full bob.
Price, no.
Sorry.
I haven't.
I don't want
gotten
to
that
distract.
far. I haven't gotten that. No, I have not.
I don't want to draw away from
I don't
it.
ever see anything about her.
We'll work on that.
Price, thank you for being here today, especially in the guest seat. This was cool for all of our viewers out there who have heard Price say that Coded and Loaded is the only thing he does here. I'm glad that we were able to show them. No, that is not true.
Yeah.
You wear many hats. We are grateful for the work you do on the MPact team. Grateful for your creativity with AI and how it's going to help our carriers. So looking forward to UC. Looking forward to your presentation.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for having me. It's a great time.
Thanks.